just came back for the win. Lot of new money.
It's week 3 of the 2022 season. Coming up, we've got Jimmy Garoppolo. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the 49ers and the Broncos on Sunday Night Primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, it's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. San Francisco readying for their first drive of the game on offense. And in his 9th season in the league, 6 with the 49ers, it's Jimmy Garoppolo at quarterback.
You know what I did in pregame? I made sure I touched him as he went by. I want a little bit of what he's got.
The golden arm from last week.
Oh, how much fun was that to watch that game tape, all right? The number of touchdowns, what was that, 5 last week?
Yeah.
But 0 interceptions. So you think he's due to throw a pick? But I'm betting he continues the streak in this game.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. And here are the key inactives for them in this one. And obviously, Charles, you're going to be without some important names this week.
Well, hopefully those guys will be on the sidelines encouraging the guys who are going out there and helping them when they come off the sidelines during the game by giving them some tips on what they see and what they've experienced. That's true teamwork. And if you want to get to the playoffs, if you want to have a big push, you have to have that on your squad.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there at 22. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. That's caught downfield by... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. We know turnover margin always key, going to be really key in this one, and to force an opening drive turnover, that's huge.
It is, and you know something? There's one coach on every team that weighs in at the worst possible time, right? And this is bad. He just fumbled the football. Can't you just hear him right now? Son, you messed it up for everyone on that one. Messed up our offense, and now you put our defense in a bad spot.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On play action, now Garoppolo. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. The Niners at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, and it winds up falling incomplete. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. So the Broncos coming out now. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 18. To throw is Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Wilson. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Charles already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing again here, Wilson. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And he finds Tyler Kroft. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. And they're able to get this one across the 35. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Garoppolo now. Able to complete this one to McLeod. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 1st downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Garoppolo on 1st down. And he'll find McLeod on the right side complete. Touchdown! Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Here's Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Now here's Trenton Gill on to punt. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And taken right on the 30. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes, too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. He's going to try and go deep again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And this is caught. Jennings. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a
touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Now Wilson. On the move to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and he's going to go down again. Nick Bosa. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. David Bell, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting New Orleans Saints. Andy Dalton, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. And finally, an early season battle in the NFC East. Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come. These 2 teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were
under pressure, and they got to him again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taking on the midfield logo. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give them a good 10 yards on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set. And Nathaniel Hackett apparently disagrees with the ruling on the... So Nathaniel Hackett's choice to challenge the play, a good one. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the route is on. It's 24-0. Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the 3rd quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult. Denver's offense now set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now. Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
2nd down and goal. Garoppolo, touchdown! George Kittle with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air. And that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Gould able to tack on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. To throw is Garoppolo. Got an open man. It's McLeod. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
On first down, Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything is starting to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. For the fourth quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Gold now out to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And Denver getting set to take the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one. I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests. But in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result. Call it a gain of 12, but, of course, not a first down due to the previous penalty. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off usually after about 3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. On third down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A good return there, 17 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives. Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can. Play action, Garoppolo. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. With the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Garoppolo again. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the 49ers are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 16. Here's Wilson to throw. Got his man, it's Dulcich. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing is Wilson. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Wilson. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Returnable here from the 38. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now Gould for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Broncos about set to go on offense. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the screen. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is going to be 49er football.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Garoppolo looking to throw. Flushed out right. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Gold to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now Wilson on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. After the sack on first down, Wilson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Here we go. So the victory here for San Francisco. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible. Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense through the shutout, Adam. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one. They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Niners, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall to 1-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give up. Now flex. While you there looking the best, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success. Getting tokens for your stress. I be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage. Acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you handsome. You ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend, go and put your pants on. Damn. The best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. Headed where the homie live, cause it's on, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo. So my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong, though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home, though. No, he living solo. Vertebrae. Got this broken to his place. It's chilling in his face, yeah. From then I say it's evidence. You entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. How my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up. Then I again. Go. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold.
Better, petty don't matter. Far as the teller, I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should've been to prison. Don't boy remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. Say, what you talking that funky, about my face, wearing that monkey. Not that might give you life advice. Get some money. It's the paper power pastor, burning rubber faster than a call NASCAR. My solo no sir, I am not a passer. I will not after any of you fever blistered. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. Say, what you talking that funky, about my face, wearing that monkey. Not that might give you life advice. Get some money.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. To hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. The West Coast, they leave that spray. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down. She real vicious.